Are your rituals starting to feel like shackles rather than portals? Well, here's the twist. Relentless discipline may be choking the very life you seek. I learned that when I replaced spiritual self-punishment with moments of joy, my healing accelerated. In the early stages of my awakening, structure saved me. Daily meditation, gratitude journals, and intermittent fasting. Those routines gave me a sense of control when everything else felt like chaos. They were my lighthouse in the fog, but eventually that lighthouse became a prison. I would berate myself if I missed a day or ate too much one day. I felt guilty for watching a comedy instead of reading another self-help book. Does this sound familiar? Well, complex trauma survivors often cling to discipline because our nervous systems crave predictability. Structure soothes anxiety and makes us feel worthy, but when discipline becomes obligation instead of nourishment, it hardens into a cage. Researchers emphasize that joy isn't frivolous, it's essential. Joy helps quiet fight or flight stress responses and activates positive neural pathways that support recovery. Without play and pleasure, the brain stays stuck in survival mode. So how do you know whether discipline is serving you or suffocating you? It comes down to energy. Control energy feels rigid, fearful, and constricted. It's about keeping pain at bay. Surrender energy feels open, flexible, and responsive. It trusts that healing unfolds beyond your control. When I forced myself to sit for hours in meditation just to prove my devotion, that was control. When I allowed myself to dance, to sketch, to color, to laugh with friends, my body softened. The trauma-wired need to earn rest began to loosen. Discipline isn't the enemy. Structure can be a container, but it's not meant to be a cage. If you feel dread or self-contempt around your practices, that's a sign that it's time to reassess. I'll never forget the first time I skipped my morning routine to just go hiking. My mind screamed, "You're losing momentum," but my body felt alive. I laughed at how serious I'd become about enlightenment. Alan Watts used to joke that saints are professional deadbeats. He didn't mean lazy, he just meant free of the compulsion to prove. Eckhart Tolle talks about the power of small joy, feeling the aliveness of a flower or the warmth of tea in your hands. These moments bring us into presence without strain. After that hike, I came back to meditation with a lighter heart. Instead of forcing stillness, I noticed it was already there. Even David Hawkins, known for mapping consciousness levels, taught that laughter can instantly raise vibration. Joy isn't a reward you earn at the end of healing. It's part of the path itself. Non-dual teachings remind us that all experiences arise in awareness. When we grip discipline too tightly, we divide the world into spiritual and unspiritual, high and low. But in truth, there's only this moment. Ram Dass spent his final years teaching humor and tenderness over strict adherence to practice. Because when discipline becomes a cage, it means we've lost sight of the freedom at the core of being. In non-dual awareness, progress is an illusion. There's nowhere to get. And that doesn't mean abandoning practices, it just means infusing them with curiosity and joy. Awakening isn't separate from play. Joy is one of its flavors. Here's a way to bring joy back into your healing. Pick an activity you loved as a child, like painting, singing, biking, or climbing a tree. Commit to doing it for 15 minutes in the next 48 hours. Notice the resistance. The mind might whisper, "This is a waste of time." That's the cage talking. Gently remind yourself, this is part of my healing. As you do it, pay attention to the sensations. The brush on the paper, the wind on your skin, the sound of your laughter. If grief or relief arises, let it come. Afterwards, journal about how it felt compared to your usual disciplined practices. Many find they feel more grounded, alive, and connected to their inner child. This is balance between structure and spontaneity. If your routine has become a list of obligations, take this as a permission to break the rules. Play a song and dance. Watch a sunset or lie in the grass. This isn't laziness, it's medicine. Your nervous system needs both containment and expansion. If you'd like help designing a rhythm that honors both, check out my course, which I'm currently offering for free for qualified applicants. It comes with a lot of guidance on how to balance structure and joy. You can check out the course at the link below. And until next time, remember that the path isn't meant to feel like punishment. There is room here for pleasure. And as always, may the shadow wane and the stardust remain.